More than 10 years after the deadly anthrax attacks, the widow of the first victim here in South Florida is speaking out. The government reached a multi-million-dollar settlement with Robert Stevens' family. News Channel 5's Liz Flynn spoke with his widow just a short time ago. She joins us live from West Palm Beach with more. Liz, how's she doing?
Well, Jay, as you can imagine, this is a very difficult time for her. Maureen Stevens still gets emotional talking about her husband, Robert. Now, we just spoke with her a short time ago at her attorney, Richard Schuler's office that's behind me right over here. They just announced this week that they've received a $2.5 million settlement from the government. That is cold comfort for the woman who is still grieving the loss of her husband. Now, Robert Stevens died after inhaling anthrax from a letter at the American Media Building in Boca Raton back in October 2001. Now, he worked there as a photo editor. Tests showed the anthrax came from the Army's Medical Research Institute for Infectious Diseases outside Washington, D.C. But the government so far has refused to admit responsibility. Maureen Stevens says they treated her and her family like suspects and gave her no information.
Hadn't got to my family, hadn't got to the hospital to be told myself.
Robert Stevens inhaled anthrax from a letter, but he never actually handled the mail. Now, coming up at 6, we'll hear from Maureen Stevens as she explains how they think that Robert Stevens was in fact exposed to that anthrax. Right now, we are live in West Palm Beach. Liz Flynn, WPTV News Channel 5.